I think I know what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
I definitely know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
All right, yeah, let's go. All right, hey,
pitch.
yeah, big awkward start to episode 4.
Yeah, man,
we did it, dude. This is crazy.
A big step, and for sure, this is where a lot of things start falling apart. So,
yeah,
episode 5 is not happening until
we've been fighting a lot.
Maybe Christmas time. So y'all gotta wait.
Yeah, unless you ask really nice, we might consider it.
Don't even have to be nice. Just ask. We'll do
it. Yeah, just ask us something that we know about, and we'll know what we're talking about, and we'll be excited to do it.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to when we have done this for so long that we just like hate each other. We can't even be in the same room, but we still have to do the podcast together because it's so successful. Everybody's like, you guys just have to, bear with it and stick through it, and like. That'll
be like us in a retirement home, nursing home.
Then we'll have like a tour and go on a, what is it called? A biplane or something, like a little small jet or something. It starts crashing and then we confess all of our secrets on our deathbeds and then it doesn't crash.
Yeah. And then we're totally fine. And we're like, you know what? Just forget what I just said. Everything I just said. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Man, speaking of knowing what we're talking about.
Yes.
I have some news.
Hit me with it, man.
Pretty sure that my house is going to sell.
Hey, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I've been trying to sell this house for several months. Yes. And 6 or 7 months at this point.
This place is dope, y'all. Y'all like, get to see like one view of it, but this is a beautiful home, and whoever's getting it next, like.
For sure. And I appreciate you saying that because I have been hesitant to like sell in an unfavorable situation. For sure. Like I want, like the way that I see it. So Dana and I own this house together, and what we have agreed on and what we said is that we don't want to be lowballed. We know what we have, and
you know your worth.
Really what it is that we knew that somebody was going to come along and who falls in love with the house and is like, this is the house, like this is it, and they are going to want it at the price that we set it at. And that's what happened. And that's why it took so long. We weren't willing to like lower the price a bunch just for the sake of doing that. And we ended up getting some people coming in, and they fell in love with it. We had a contract within like 3 days.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard. Like I say, like this place is beautiful, and like if we can even give like a tour, but like it's a cool blocked off front area where you can hang out in your front yard and not worry about like people driving by and seeing you.
Yeah.
Plenty of space in the backyard. In general, this is just like a dope setup that's super interesting.
I appreciate it. I love it. I love living here. It's super cool. It's like really like my first time really like living in a house, especially a house that's mine,
That's a big thing too.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's like not what I was used to growing up, and I learned a lot here and, have a lot of really great memories and experiences and things like that, but it's definitely time for the next thing. And, it's exciting. I mean, we've got a contract in. We've got, I think we're out of the option period. We've got our inspection done already.
And then for the fans outside, what's the options period? What is that? For y'all. This is not for me. This is just for y'all so y'all know.
So you guys know what you're talking about. The option period is basically like in the contract, if they decide to pull out within a certain amount of time, they can do it without consequence. And essentially, there's like a standard, ours was 7 days. And so it kind of just gives them an opportunity to like stake their claim on the house.
Gotcha.
But they don't necessarily have to commit 100% if something comes up.
Right.
Within this time period,
So like if it's like dating, it's like, you got to hold my hand in public kind of a thing. And
right. Exactly. It's like it's the soft launch. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And that's exactly right. See, he knows what he's talking about.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah. So we're through all that. I mean, they've got to do the appraisal, but we've got some good language in the contract about all that and blah, 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 whatever nerd shit you can talk about. And, it's looking like it's gonna sell.
That's fucking dope. Congrats.
Thank you. So
Congrats, my
this
man.
will be there probably only be a handful more episodes in this this setup here.
We're gonna go to my place for a little bit.
It should be fucking awesome.
Make it easy for my man.
Hell yeah. So hopefully once I get my new place set up, I'm just gonna get an apartment.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna figure out exactly where we'll keep a permanent podcast set up.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
cool.
I'm excited. But yeah, so that's crazy. That's what's going on in my life right now.
Well, I'm glad everything seems to be working out in a good time and in good order. You guys are getting what y'all are wanting. Exactly what y'all are wanting.
Yep.
I actually had a story happen last weekend. I went to go to the movies. It's October, Halloween. I like seeing scary movies on the regular.
Something spoopy.
Yeah, Terrifier 3 just came out. Do you know anything about this?
I don't I'm familiar with the fact that it exists.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any Terrifier movies.
Okay, so I'll give you a little rundown. Terrifier is practically just like torture porn with like story.
Badass.
And yeah, that was their claim to fame, and it's doing well for them, and like nothing against it like at all, but like it's fucking rough, the shit they're doing and how they're killing, the kills that they're going about. The guy's name is, or the killer in the story for Terrifier, his name is Art the Clown.
Okay.
And they have a cool little story going on, and like in the first one, he was in an anthology movie, so it was like a bunch of little stories, and he
Got
was
it.
the connecting story for all of them.
Okay.
I believe someone in the comments, if I'm wrong, put us on blast.
Let him know.
But I believe it was an anthology, and he was the one who was connecting all the stories together. He blew up from that, and it's been like, oh, a lot of attention for him. People want to see him, and like they did. The first movie did well, brutal as shit. Did the second movie, and they knew their claim to fame was being brutal, so they ramped it up even more.
Got it.
Third one, they did not hold back.
Fuck.
And what's the most funny is I get my shit. AMC theaters, I'm sorry, but I sneak in food all the time. I don't know. You saw my story. I have a vest and it works. I can sneak in a large order of waffle fries from Chick-fil-A and a sandwich in the other pocket.
Incredible.
I'm good.
Incredible.
I get a drink in there too. So I'm helping you guys out. I got tickets. But I like to sneak in food. And
You have to sometimes.
yes, I'm not paying $30 for a hot dog.
No.
I'm sorry.
It's unnecessary.
I'm so sorry. That's not happening ever.
And no one's gonna refill their popcorn or any
No. I'm not
whatever they
leaving-
try to sell you on. No, fuck that.
Unless it's a cool little like.
I mean, I
the
did.
buckets.
I did buy the Wolverine popcorn bucket for the
I'm not
Deadpool
even
movie.
Next place that should be like in the background.
Yeah,
of
for
this.
sure.
But I'm adjusting my stuff and I'm getting ready. I sneak a little fry out, I'm eating it. And as I'm walking into the theater, like the auditorium, like right in front of it, I see a man and I come around the corner, like, has this kid with them. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Bringing your kid to go see Terrifier?
Like a little kid.
Like 11 years old max.
Oh my god.
And like, I'm just in my head, I'm like, this is going to be interesting.
oh
And
no.
by luck, they sit right next to me. So I get to see everything happen.
Oh my god.
They last 15 minutes.
I bet.
Yeah, they got through 2 kills, and like the dad, I look over and I'm like, the dad's like this, like blocking the screen, and I'm like, you gonna keep your hand there, my man. You got some
Oh
strength in
my
that arm.
god.
You're gonna be blocking the entire movie
That's what the popcorn bucket's for. He just put it over his head.
for sure. They make it to the second kill, and it's brutal as shit. He's killing a woman with an axe, and they like showing shit. It's gore. They're torture porn.
Oh
and,
man.
like, limbs to head to like just hacking at her.
Dismemberment.
And after that kill, they get up and walk out. And I'm like, thank God. Because here's the other
Dude.
thing too. I love Alamo Draft House. That's my shit.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying at the end whenever they're coming by.
I was just
with-
wearing an Alamo Draft House
yes,
shirt
yes, you were.
in the last episode.
Yeah, last week.
Last week's episode.
But no, I love it because you get to sit down. It's a little annoying at the end because they will walk in front of you, getting tickets and like taking checks.
Yeah.
That's the only annoying part because they're so on it for like,
For
put your
sure.
feet down, don't talk,
Put your phone away.
Like, it's good. I love that. But I had to go to AMC at North Park. and this dude had his fucking feet up on the seat right next to me. And like I knew it was going to be a problem because I look at my seats when I buy tickets, and I'm like, I like to sit in this specific spot because I like to put my feet up.
100%. Yep.
It's on the rail. No one's there. There's never ever anyone who's handicapped that's sitting down there.
Yeah.
I don't know why they care about handicapped people at movies. They don't like movies.
They never go to them. I never see them there.
I'm kidding.
But the important part is, if there was somebody there, you would not put your feet up.
I would not put my feet up
because you're not a piece of shit.
Yes, and as I was going in, like I didn't even make it to my seat before I see the problem ahead because I know where my seat is based on the movie.
Yes,
I know where I like to sit, and I was like, fuck, all right, whatever. Dude, I sit down and I'm like, it's not that big of a deal, but his feet fucking smell.
Oh no!
Dude, like he's wearing like men Uggs and like any kind of those shoes. There's no ventilation.
No,
so they stink.
They're just soaking up all of your fucking sweat and athlete's foot.
Everything. You're creating some jambalaya in that shit.
God damn it!
I just like look back. I'm like, dude, like.
And what the fuck?
Looks down and like,
oh my god!
Thank you. Like, put your feet fucking down. But that was my fun with that. I had fun watching the dad cover the kid's eyes up for like the first 2 kills.
Yep.
And then I'm dealing with this dude in his stinky feet.
God.
Realizing he's being an asshole.
That sucks. That's embarrassing.
Yes, the most. For sure, why I love Alamo Drafthouse.
Dude, absolutely. Alamo is the fucking best. I'm so glad they're open again.
God, I was crying. I was crying with legit. No, I'm joking.
No, I know he was crying for sure.
But I was bummed out because
he gonna cry in a car.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna cry in that car. I not bought my place, but I got my place knowing that Alamo Drafthouse was right across the street.
Right.
And I was gonna be pissed if like I hadn't even lived there a full year and it got shut down.
Exactly.
Like, no.
I mean, like that Alamo opened just before the pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so then it was like we were like excited that we got that over in this neighborhood, and then it was like, oh fuck, is it just gonna shut down?
Yeah.
You know, like whatever, couldn't even go anymore. And then they reopened back up, but then they were going to close them all again. And it was just like, dude, come on. Like, stop playing with my heart.
For sure. I don't know, whatever happened with it. Like somebody bought the franchises.
Sony bought Alamo.
Yeah. Well, they saved Alamo, right?
Yeah.
But the person who who decided to just close it down.
Oh, yeah. He was a franchisee.
Yes.
And he owned all of the ones in Dallas.
Yeah.
And one random one in like Minnesota.
Wow.
And then he just decided to declare bankruptcy and shut down all of his locations overnight.
Fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Literally, the employees found out on the internet the same day we did.
I have a few friends that work there, and it was wild as hell reading their Instagram stories and like seeing firsthand and how it's going down. And
yeah.
Like, number one, like I get it. That dude legit is just trying to make money. Filing for bankruptcy, you know that it's not going to go, and you know another company is going to come in and pay it off.
Yep.
Or buy it from you. So it's just like putting those people in a really shitty situation.
For sure.
For your money, some Wu-Tang Clan, like that,
exactly.
That dude, Robert Schnelly.
Martin Shkreli.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Yeah, that's what people do, man. They just like spend money to fuck up other people's lives because it makes them a little bit more money.
Right. It's wild. It's wild how prevalent that is, but it's also like, that's why we have so many billionaires now.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck. Like literally, you're a billionaire literally off the back of fucking regular people.
For sure. Yeah, it's nuts. It's gross.
Yeah, you literally cannot have that much money without being shitty.
For sure. And it's in general, like when you talk about like the Walmart family.
Yeah.
They had a website where it's like spend their money and however long and like try and like buy
try
this.
to.
Yeah. And it's like, if it ever can get to that, shouldn't it be some law in place where like your lowest paid employee should be able to like have that one job and they don't need a backup job?
100%.
They should be getting paid enough to not need a backup job. If the people that are at the top, you can't even get rid of their money.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Nuts. I remember a long time ago, it was probably early 2000s, like, you know, George W. Bush era, or not W. George Bush.
Senior, junior.
Wait, W. Yeah, Junior, W.
Didn't they have the same full name?
Yeah, HW is the dad. Yeah, W. George Bush. Not even relevant to my fucking story.
I didn't even keep up with it enough to know the names like that. I just know junior, senior.
Yep. It was the painter. It was during his presidency.
Yeah.
I heard a stat that the US was $3 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
And this was like early 2000s. And the stat was that if you spent $1 million a day from the time Jesus was born to that day that I was reading that,
Yeah.
you wouldn't spend $3 trillion.
Yes, man.
And then now it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
And we are way more in debt than fucking $3 trillion.
Dude, looking at that stuff, it kind of makes me like nervous / I don't even, to even touch this. It's like, we're talking about conspiracy theories now.
Oh, yeah.
But in general, when you think about money at that scale, they're printing money and it's like play money now.
Right. Like
what's happening? Who's coming to knock on America's door to get their shit back?
It's crazy. Like,
hey, no. See that? We need all that shit
yeah.
back.
And then how does that happen? Oh, it's impossible for that to happen. So what happens then? Nothing.
Right.
It continues to just be a fucking ghost and like not exist and mean nothing.
Do you have any, like in general from this conversation, any conspiracy theories that's like funny to you, but not super serious? Like ones you don't mind talking about. We don't need to go into the deep ones.
Yeah. Okay. So organized religion. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, actually. I don't think I have any. I probably do.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what? Honestly, before this year or last year, my conspiracy theory would have been that Diddy was responsible for fucking Tupac's murder.
Yeah, it's a strong possibility now.
I mean, I think it's a probability. I'm pretty sure that is the truth.
Yeah, and what's really funny, like, of course, I'm asking these probing questions because I have some of my own
I'm
stories.
here for it. I'm here for it.
The whole Epstein, like, that's my favorite one, and it's so close to it. But hold on, keep going. Don't stop there. What else you got on that, or is that?
No, I mean, I had heard the rumors about Keefe D, and there was like police officers like in the LAPD that were like removed or fired for like trying to pursue the investigation and all this stuff. There were a lot of stories surrounding that were not confirmed,
For sure.
before all that stuff started like really, really coming up to the surface.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it was always weird with the Kim Porter situation. It was always weird, the whole Kid Cudi stuff.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know about any of that stuff.
That's wild.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I don't know.
But no, as far as like conspiracy theories go, I think there's definitely things that I will like kind of believe when I hear like interesting like details and stories. Like some people believe that JFK was accidentally murdered by a member of the Secret Service.
Oh shit. How so? Like they were just like looking through the scope and like making sure everything was clear.
It was while the shooter was firing.
Oh.
One of them got startled or something like that, and his service weapon went off. And that is supposedly the actual shot that killed him.
One.
Yeah,
there's two shots. Well, there's a theory there were two shots.
Right.
Whatever.
And then but it's like the trajectory doesn't make sense, blah, 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 whatever, all these other things and stuff. And like, it's kind of believable. Like when you hear the details.
There's someone who's living their life that lived their life.
They think they even know who the person is.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like it goes pretty deep in there. That one's pretty good.
He ain't never been right since. God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can't even imagine that whole like
like what do you even do? What do you even do? How do you react?
Nothing.
And I'm as far as I know, like the story is like everybody else who saw it happen were just like, the fuck? And then they immediately rushed JFK's body to what was it, Parkland or wherever he went, wherever he ended up.
It was weird as fuck too, because the whole magic bullet that's still intact that went through all that shit too.
It's because it didn't come from where the shooter was.
Right.
It's because it came from a rifle, point blank, basically. And then they didn't give anybody access to the body for a while. There was like a long time that was like shut down and locked down and blah, 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 and all this stuff, whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
Because their Secret Service was trying to figure out how they were going to get out of this.
God bless.
That's a pretty good answer
That's
to
a
your
good
question.
one. That's a good one.
I'm
and
glad I remember that.
And I haven't heard that one, so that's that much even better for me.
Hey, I know what I'm talking about.
Shit, man. So circling back, you talked about Diddy to start this off with, and I was like, oh yeah, funny enough, my favorite one is the whole Epstein and like the fact that he was killed or committed suicide or is he still dead? Like that's my favorite one because it's like we'll never know.
Yeah.
We'll never know. The first time we find out what happened to him, it'll be around the time we start figuring out Maxwell. All the people like she's in jail for like procuring people for someone else.
Yeah.
Who are the people that are buying it?
Yeah.
Those people have to exist for her to be in jail. She's not just selling to Ghost or whatever. But the idea of Epstein and when he went to jail was super interesting because his cellmate was this giant ass dude, like muscled, tatted up. Sure, looks like a white supremacist, bald head.
Definitely.
But that's your cellmate? And then something does happen to you where you commit suicide?
Yeah.
I'm like, was it like suicide or was it like this guy killed him or was it like this guy was in there to protect him but he got killed too? Because I don't what the fuck happened to him?
Yeah.
Haven't heard shit. But that's just my favorite one because I'm like, people say suicide, but I'm like, there's also the strong possibility
Right.
he's not dead. He's
Yeah,
somewhere
absolutely.
else. And the body that we were shown was for him or whatever funeral service was had.
Yeah.
Some random
Just
dummy.
some dude. Yeah. No. Damn.
He's on Epstein Island 13 now.
Yo, all right. I'm gonna have to go down a rabbit hole.
It's interesting when you really look at it because it's like that cellmate choice is the biggest. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
If it was some regular scrawny looking dude, like someone smaller, maybe even. Okay, bet. And then suicide. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
But not when it's some muscle
Nah.
bound dude that looks like creatine is his favorite meal of the day. No.
Damn. All right. I gotta dig into this for sure.
So interesting. But that's one of my favorite ones. It's not too bad and nobody truly cares because of what kind of character that man had.
Right. For sure.
If it was a negative thing that truly happened, you reap what you sow.
Absolutely. 100%. God, okay. Now I want to know other people's like
Right.
favorite conspiracy theories.
Yeah, if y'all have some, please let us know. I'm
Yes,
curious.
definitely.
It's like a fun one. It's like not Alex Jones level. We don't need to go that deep.
Right.
What's some fun ones?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think anything is turning the frogs gay, so don't need to hear any of that. No.
Right.
Shit, man. Yeah, no, I want to hear more people's conspiracy theories.
For sure. Yeah, and I think we hit our episode too.
Goddamn right.
Ooh-wee.
That is 4 episodes in the can.
Yep.
We're doing it, man.
Doing the damn thing.
We made a podcast and we're making a podcast.
And we're sticking to it.
I love it. I'm
love
super excited about it.
Not only do I love it, but I know what I'm talking about.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, share, whatever you can do to get this in other people's hands.
Absolutely.
We're fucking funny. You were having fun with us, right?
I saw you laughing. Don't act like you weren't laughing. I saw that shit. And I know what I'm talking about.
You know what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about.
Peace.